Hey guys, how are you? I hope you guys can hear me. And if you can't, please let me know in the comments. Hi. Thanks so much for coming on today. Make sure you guys can let me know if you guys can hear me. Angelo, what's going on? All right, good, good. Not too loud? Okay, good. Great to hear. Awesome. Hi, Sarah. Hi, guys. Awesome. Thanks so much for coming, guys. So let's get started, guys. Today, I'm going to be doing an awesome anti-bullying show. This is our Sticks and Stones program. What's really cool about our Sticks and Stones show is that I take this all across the DMV. What's really nice is that normally we charge for this, and today I'm doing it exactly for free, just for you guys. If you haven't liked or subscribed to our channel yet, please do. We always appreciate more fans, and I really appreciate that all of you guys are just even here today. This is our first time doing a YouTube live stream, so I really hope that you guys enjoy it. Please comment and share this link with anybody that you want to come out and enjoy the show. This is really great information no matter how old you are, and we really just love promoting these concepts and these tips and strategies, especially going back to school. So the very first question that we're going to bring up right now is, what is bullying? Does anybody know? Can anybody tell me in the comments down there? Awesome. Okay, good. So bullying, what it is it's basically repeated, unwanted, aggressive behavior among kids, teens that repeats. And I think that word is really important because when it repeats, it's that, and whether it's in different ways or not, that's when it becomes harassment, right? So if I met you for the first time and I said, "Ew, you're ugly," is that bullying? No, right? I mean, it's rude. It's not nice that I said that. But for it to truly be considered bullying, it has to happen many times. So it needs to repeat. Very good. Awesome. So what are the four types of bullying then? So let's discuss that. I really like this picture, actually. I actually used to, I still wear glasses today. So this guy kind of reminds me of me. I wear contacts now all the time. But the four types of bullying that are really popular, the first one is going to be physical. So like your basic pushing, pulling, smacking you around, tripping. This is a very popular style of bullying. The second way is going to be your social aspect, which is actually really popular for girls, such as excluding others, spreading rumors, etc. The next one is verbal. So verbal is like teasing, threats, name calling. And the last one is going to be cyberbullying. We are going to talk about that a little bit today. I can't talk about it too much just because we don't have that much time, but cyberbullying is something really important to dive into as well. So my question is then, do bullies have hearts? I always ask this question to like kids, and they always give me like a different response. Some kids are like, "No, they don't." But the real thing is that bullies are just like me and you, right? So they're just regular people. And I think that's the part that we sometimes forget. Sometimes bullies are going through something so unforgiving at home that when they come to school, they act out on that. Maybe they just need a friend. So now that we understand what a bully is, what are we going to do about it? So today I'm here to teach you guys 5 easy steps on how to stop a bully without using a fist. Are you guys ready? All right, good. Keep those comments coming, guys. I'd love to see you guys ask any questions as well, and I'll try to make sure I answer anything that comes up as well. So the very first strategy we're going to talk about is safety zone. Do you guys like my emoji? All right. So safety zone is basically 3 steps away from a bully. So like, let's say a bully was like right here next to me. That would be way too close to me. So what I want to do is I want to take about 3 steps away from them. So by doing 3 steps away, I'm able to not get punched, not get pushed, and be in a nice personal space, which I really appreciate. This is actually something you guys can do right now with your mom and dad, or even your brother or sister, and just have some fun and try it out. The next strategy that I'm going to go over is called use your mind. Now, if you're really good at outsmarting your parents, don't do that anymore. But this is where you guys can actually use that talent, because when you outsmart the bully, that's actually the best thing to do. So like, let's say the bully likes hanging out at the slides during recess. Well, maybe you're not going to play by the slides today. Maybe you go do something else. Or maybe the bully likes to play basketball. So don't play basketball today. Maybe you can just play soccer or something like that. So by changing your habit, you're able to have a better day. And also the bully can have a good day as well. And I think that's the part sometimes we forget. We only think about ourselves. We also have to think about both parties need to have a good day. So do you know why wolves actually hunt in packs? Wolves hunt in packs because they actually can be stronger together, right? They're stronger together than apart. So the next time you feel worried about going to school or going into a classroom, try to grab a buddy, a best friend even, and just walk in there just feeling more confident. Bullies tend to bother you when you're actually alone. And so by having a friend and having somebody with you, you actually can feel more empowered when you are in that stressful type of situation. So that's going to be strategy number 2, use your mind. But what happens when it comes out to a phone? Do you guys have phones or tablets? I know some of you guys are like really little too. I always ask this question whenever I go to school talks, and some people are like, yeah, no, my mom doesn't allow me to have a phone yet. If you guys have a phone or a tablet, I didn't have one until I was 16 years old. That was my first time I got a phone. So yeah, big thanks to my aunt who actually bought me a phone. My parents couldn't afford one. But anyways, if you are bullied, I see Ruben saying yes. Okay, that's good. If you have ever been bullied on the phone, this is what my best advice to you. Cyberbullying can happen in many different ways. There are literally right now 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds being bullied on Snapchat, on Instagram, getting hit up in their DMs, and they kind of don't know what to do. So I want you to think about it like this. If you throw gasoline on a fire, what's going to happen? Right, the fire gets bigger, right? So it gets out of control. So when you think that you get like a bad text or a bad picture or some type of bad message sent to you, and you feel like I got to retaliate and I got to fight back with my words, you're actually going to make it worse. You never know. They might actually take a picture of that or change your words or Photoshop that picture that you just sent, and all of a sudden it gets spread around in many different ways and it gets twisted. And that's the worst thing that can happen. So sometimes when you're bullied online, bullied through your video game or whatever it is, just don't throw more gas on the fire. Strategy number 3. We're doing good, guys. We're flying through these 5 steps, right? So strategy number 3 is use your words. Anybody like Scrabble? I'm not very good at Scrabble. Are you guys? Anyways, use your words is a really interesting tactic. And I'm actually going to try to play it with you guys. So see if you guys can play back with me, okay? All right. So use your words is based off of my show, which is called Sticks and Stones, by the way. So sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. This old English rhyme was actually created in the late 1800s and was passed around through generations and across the world. And what I hate about it is that it's so outdated in 2019. In 2019, some schools are still teaching this method. And what I don't like about it that much is that it teaches you that it's okay to not stand up for yourself. And I think especially since we live in the Me Too movement and kids and teens are sometimes going to really sad places, it's important to know that you have permission to stand up for yourself and to pick yourself up if you need to. So if someone makes fun of you, what are you going to do? Bananagrams? Yeah, I guess it could be bananagrams, right? All right. So the first thing you're going to do is if someone makes fun of you, so let's say you're going to make fun of my shirt, right? Okay, it's just a plain white tee, but let's say you're going to make fun of my shirt and let's say you say it's ugly. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to agree with you. So agree is going to be the first strategy. So, ew, your shirt's really ugly. Well, you know what? My shirt is really ugly. By agreeing with the bully, I'm going to take away that power. They can make fun of my hair. They can make fun of my voice, the way I walk and talk, whatever. I'm just going to agree. The next strategy is going to be called blame it on the parents. So this one's a funny one, by the way. All right, so real quick. Ew, your shirt's really ugly. You know what? My mom, parents, right? She made me wear this today. So blaming it on the parents. I mean, raise your hand if you ever well, I can't see your hands, but if you've ever, comment real quick, have you ever put on something that you didn't want to, that mom and dad forced you to wear that? Please comment in the comments. I love to see. What's funny about that is that the bully probably went through that same similar experience. So from that moment, you guys can have a good laugh possibly. The last one is to be direct. So I want you to think of like the insect, the bee. So one more time, that kid's going to make fun of me. Hey, your shirt's really ugly. You know what? I really don't like the way you made me feel. I mean, why do you got to talk to me that way? What's your problem? Let's actually talk about it, because I need to figure out why you're doing that to me. So that one takes a little bit of courage, because you got to really confront the bully. But sometimes standing up for yourself, you're not fighting, but standing up for yourself and making sure you figure out what's happening and why they're saying those things can sometimes be the best remedy on how to help you. All those strategies, by the way, I suggest you role play and try it out with your parents, try it out with your brother and sister, your cousin. It's a great way, just like how you practice karate or work out, you also exercise and practice on how to stand up for yourself against the bully. All right, strategy number 4. Do you guys know what superhero this is? Yes, it is Superman. No, I'm just kidding. It's the Flash. All right. So what I love about the Flash, is that the Flash is the first superhero ever to show us that it's okay to run away from a fight. First superhero. And I really love that he can do that and demonstrate that to us. A lot of times we think that we are chicken if we run away from a fight. But I'm a 5th degree black belt. I'm here to tell you guys, you are not a chicken to walk away, run away from a situation that can become harmful to you. It is okay. It is a strength to walk away and to get help if necessary. But it actually brings up another point of a really interesting way of how you can use your legs to help somebody. Do you guys know what the word bystander means? Do you know what that means? Comment real quick if you guys can say yes or no. Bystander is a really interesting word, and I feel like a lot of schools don't talk about it that much, but I like bringing it up. It's a really tough word. So a bystander, what that basically means is it's kind of says it in this picture. So let's see if I can get a little bit closer. So who's the bystander in this picture? Is it the person on his knees? There you go. Matthias says no, right? Is it the person who's holding that red stick nice and high? No. How about the people in the white all around the people in the red? Watching and doing nothing. So that's going to be the bystander, right? Hey, Michi. So what's cool about that is that this is a great way and an example of showing you what bystanders are. Bystanders are somebody that does nothing when they see an incident happening. And from talking to MCPS teachers and counselors, you guys are actually the real heroes now. Sometimes teachers can't even get help in time because you guys are the ones that are standing up for each other. So instead of being a bystander, you guys are becoming upstanders. And I think that's probably one of the most powerful anti-bullying strategies we have in existence right now, where you guys are standing up for each other. If you guys have ever witnessed bullying before, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what that experience was like, if you guys have ever seen it in your schools. My last anti-bullying strategy for our Sticks and Stones show is step 5, which is ask for help. I'm going to tell you a story I have never, ever told before. I actually just remembered it the other day, and I shared it on this really cool podcast, that episode that just dropped. But I've never said it in a public space. I never said it at my studio. I must have told this story one time to my wife, so I'm going to share it with you guys. When I was in middle school in 8th grade, as you guys know, I've been bullied a lot. I was bullied from 4th grade all the way to 11th grade, right? And in 8th grade, though, there was this one kid. We're going to call him Johnny, okay? Johnny's a fake name. But Johnny kept bothering me for months. I'm talking about months in many different ways. Name calling, pushing, tripping, knocked down my books and papers and bags. And it was just awful. Every time I walk into a room, I would hate that he was there. And it made going to school and going to class sometimes really uncomfortable. But so going back to Johnny, I finally decided today was the day I'm going to stand up for myself. And I decided to fight him. So as you know, there are consequences to fighting. So I decided to go to my history teacher. His name is Mr. Hobson. Mr. Hobson, if you're watching, you're probably not, but if you're watching, you made a really big impact that day. I walked up to Mr. Hobson and I said, Mr. Hobson, I am going to beat up Johnny today. I'm going to demolish him. I am a black belt in karate. I have been ignoring and looking the other way, turning the other cheek for months. And today is the day I am going to do it. I'm going to accept the consequences unless you do something about it. Mr. Hobson got up from his chair, looked at me dead on, and he said, don't do anything. I'm going to handle it. He walked out of the room and left me in the classroom. Eventually, the day continued. And guys, when I saw Johnny about to cross paths with me in the hallway, you know what he did? He turned around and ducked out and went through another hallway. He dodged me the entire day like he was scared for his life. And that happened all the way till the end of school. At the end of school, the last day of it, actually, Johnny came up to me and actually apologized for how he made me feel. I don't know what Mr. Hobson said. All I know is that whatever he said to him worked. And it took one person, one teacher to listen to me and to finally care and do something about it. And that's why I'm telling you guys that asking for help is a strength and it's not a weakness. You just got to make sure you tell the right person. Maybe you told one teacher or one counselor and they just didn't give you the time of day, or maybe you told your parents during a really bad time and they weren't listening. You got to tell somebody until someone does something about it. So guys, those are my 5 amazing tips for our Sticks and Stones show. Did you guys like it so far? I'm going to assume you said yes. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I've never done this before, and it was really amazing to do it. I mean, thanks so much, Sarah. We love doing this show. I mean, I travel all over the place in the DMV, and one thing I wish I could do more often is doing stuff for you guys who watch me on YouTube and who really are there watching our videos and liking and comments. I mean, I really appreciate all of you guys that subscribe. If you guys haven't, though, yet, please do. But thank you so much to Ruben, to Sarah, Matthias, Hilda, APM, Michi, Nick. What's the DMV? DMV is going to be DC, Maryland, Virginia. So I know it's also named for Department of Motor Vehicles, but for Maryland people, it's DMV is the tri-state area. But anyways, and AKA Soph as well. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys like and subscribe. Please hit that like button as well. And thank you guys so much. And have a great night, guys.